Did they cheat on you? We're gonna find out. I'm gonna do a you and them reading, but I'm gonna do it as a past reading, which I don't normally do. So if you want a bit of clarity to see if your ex, potentially even your current partner, cheated on you, we're gonna find out. This is collective. Take it as it resonates. This is more designed to give you clarity in regard to if you felt like you've been gaslit and kind of felt like there was something going on, etc. I mean, there might not have been anything going on. Who knows? We'll find out. So, if you want a personal one, please do book it. Okay, don't just go off this because it might not be for you. Find them in my profile. Click at the top or DM me the 25 quid you and them reading. Just explicitly state in the notes that you want a past reading because otherwise it's going to be future reading. Right, so spread one's going to be you. So this should be a bit of a clarifier first off in regard to what you were going through, how you were feeling, just so you know that it is for you, okay? Right, so we've got King of Wands in the reverse, Nine of Swords, Page of Wands. Right, so court cards can be an energy within ourselves, can be the energy of somebody else around us. King's masculine energy, Queen's feminine energy. In tarot, we talk about energy, not gender. So it can be a man, woman, somebody non-binary. King of Wands in the upright position is in his masculine power. Good ruler, good leader, not afraid of fight, not afraid of change. Reverse position, toxic masculine energy. Now, I think that during this time, your partner or squeeze, whatever they were showing signs of being a toxic masculine. They might be being a bit oppressive, putting you down, etc. And that was putting you into the Nine of Swords. Swords are where we think words we use. You're the person in bed, or you were the person in bed, head in hands crying. It talks about periods of stress, sleepless nights, anywhere up to depression. Swords here represents a ladder. So just on a side note, we're being asked to change the mindset, climb the ladder, get out of the situation. We then got the Page of Wands. Page is more youthful energy. Don't have the knowledge or experience of the kings and the queens. Don't have the full motion of the knight. It's more about giving something a go. Now, this was the King of Wands in the reverse. So they've said something, they've done something, they've been behaving in a way that's toxic. You're in your head, stressed out about it. Meanwhile, they're kind of running around, going out, doing things on their own, etc., acting a bit like a child. And I think that's probably where the suspicions started to be raised. Right, let's continue. Justice. Magician in the reverse. Right, so justice card can mean legal justice. 9 times out of 10 it doesn't mean, are we getting the justice we deserve? Now, I feel like this was more kind of in the background. I don't think that you realised this at the time. But it feels like that this was probably the linchpin. Because I don't think this is a current relationship. I think this is an ex thing. But their behaviour actually unlocked justice for you. Because you weren't supposed to be with this person. But I don't think that you were aware of that at the time, at least. We then got the Magician in the reverse. So the Magician in the upright position is a very positive, powerful card. It's a manifestation card. It's in the reverse position. I think that you were trying to manifest the situation better, this person's behaviour to be different, and the universe was like, no, because you're not supposed to be with them. Overall outcome card. 4 of Pentacles. Pentacles, earth, money, finance, non-financial wealth. That's what we're investing our time, efforts and energies in. We call this guy the banker. He's the investment card of the investment suit. So I think for most of you, you continued to invest in this connection despite feeling like they were up to something, despite them not treating you right. The other way we can go for the other half of the collective is Pentacle over the heart chakra there. You closed off your heart chakra to this connection. Obstacles or blockages. 6 of Wands, Wands fire action. Story of this card is some great war going off. This village have been out to a local battle, they've won, they've returned back to the village, they're celebrating. They know the great war is yet to be won, but they know by celebrating the little wins along the way, it boosts morale of the troops. So I think that you tried to kind of plod on and kind of go, well, I might just be being paranoid, they're not treating me quite right, but, every time that they buy me a bunch of, petrol station flowers, we're going in the right direction. Removing any blockages. Page of Swords. Swords are where we think words we use. Page is more youthful energy again. I think that you started to realise this person was a Page of Swords. Peter Pan type character, doesn't want to grow up. Spreading their oats. Came up on the live the other day. I won't go into it in the content. No real commitment. Okay. So that's the clarifier for you. Let's go on to them. So were they up to no good in the background? I mean, they were clearly not the nicest person anyway. Were they spreading their oats. It's gross, isn't it, when you stop and think about it? Right, let's have a look. Empress. The Fool in the reverse. Ten of Swords. Right, okay. I'm going to say yes. So we've got the Empress. So the Empress is what we call the divine feminine. She's like the Queens, but she's combined. She knows her worth and value. She doesn't chase, she attracts. You want this, you come and get it. I think somebody came in and they thought, this is my real person. This is my Empress. Okay. With the Fool in the reverse. So the Fool's the very first card in the tarot deck. The Fool isn't a fool. The Fool is called a fool because he gets his bag, little bumpy dog, goes off wandering. Leap of Faith card, starting a brand new cycle. So I think that this person came in. I don't want to necessarily say that they cheated as such, but it depends on your definition of cheating, because as far as I'm concerned, if your partner's messaging somebody behind your back or intentionally flirting with somebody, well, that's cheating. Sorry, I've got quite strict rules. So I think somebody came in, but they didn't take the leap of faith in that new direction. Why? Ten of Swords. Swords are where we think words we use. Got to cover it up. It's a body face down with swords in its back. It can talk about carrying self-limiting beliefs. It can talk about being stabbed in the back. I think during this time they were kind of running around giving this person attention. I think that this person probably rejected them, and that's what the Ten of Swords in the back was. Because I think this person probably got wind that this, your ex was in a connection with somebody, and they said, actually, no, sorry, I don't do this. I'm an Empress, thank you, darling. Let's continue. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Ten of Wands in the reverse. Right, so Knights, forward motion, don't have the knowledge or experience of the Kings and the Queens, more so than the Pages. This Knight's coming forward and offering the Pentacles. So it talks about either a financial or energetic offer. It's in the reverse position. Hold fire on that one. Ten of Wands in the reverse. Wands, fire, action, tens, completion cards. This is a release card. They're the chap there carrying the bale of wands back to that village in the background. When they get back there, they're going to drop it like a sack of shit and say, I'm not doing this, and we've already done them out. So they're holding on to something that needed letting go of. Overall outcome card. Queen of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, Wands, fire, action, Queen's feminine energy. Obviously, we've got the King and the Queen of Wands. This represents you. They saw you as a toxic feminine, which they were quite happy just to kind of continue manipulating you, bullying you, getting what they want. Okay, obstacles or blockages. Nine of Cups, Cups, Water, Emotions, Nine's reflection cards. I'm going to say this as advice for you. I think the obstacle or blockage here was thinking that this would ever be achieved. Things would turn around and you were going to get your happy ever after. Removing any blockages. Four of Wands in the reverse. Wands, fire, action. 11-11 card, make a wish. Engagement, marriage, happy home, happy community, celebration. Realising that was not going to come to this. So did they cheat? I'm going to say yeah, by my definition, yeah. Somebody new came in, caught their eye, they went, oh, this is my person. I think that they kind of attempted to take a leap forwards on this person, but they were like, no, you've got a partner, what are you doing? So they felt stabbed in the back. I think that they then stagnated. I think that they wanted to kind of go forwards, but because of this rejection, they then decided to hold on to the connection with you and just continue to manipulate the situation. So, there you go. If you want to unpick your previous situation, like I say, you and them readings, click at the top, 25 quid, priority same day guaranteed. If that resonated, don't be afraid to drop a comment, repost and like as well so we can get out to other people. Good luck.